All right, here we are, finally, chapter 12, using all the rest of the stuff. A couple of things that we neglected to cover so far is some of the most ubiquitous things that we use every day in our lives. Google Chrome, for one. Now, it's funny, I just pulled up my Google Chrome page and look at what came up. What's new in Chrome? So let's let it tell us. We have a couple of new things. We can share passwords with our phone. We can get what we need from scanned PDFs. I've used this on my phone recently. That's very cool. And now it'll let you pull out information from a PDF file. You can customize your toolbar with Chrome. You can check out more quickly with your security with autofill that'll allow you to save information in your wallet. And then we have more things here. Search anything you want with Google Lens. I had my phone out the other day and Google Lens kicked in and started showing me just from where I was pointing. They now have Google Lens in maps. So even if I was in a building, if I pointed it that way, I could see the businesses that were on the other side of that wall or outside a block away. It would show me where I could go to eat lunch or whatever it was I was searching for on my Google Maps. So very, very cool feature. And a program, again, costs us nothing, and we get to use it all day, every day. That's Google Chrome. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is Google.com. How many of us use Google.com every single day, right? We have this free resource. It lets us log in. It gives us all of our apps and all of our programs. But let's face it, this is a shining example of how to get a website to load very quickly. When you're building a website, take a little bit of advice from some of the big players. This is the fastest loading website you could possibly have. One minor little graphic, the spot to put in your search, and a couple of buttons. That's it. That's what Google's trying to show you by this, is to make it simple so that the web browsers can load the pages quickly. People don't like to wait, and that's why you see Google with this web page completely blank so that it takes milliseconds for it to load. Now, the next thing we're going to talk about is Google Assistant, which is on your phone predominantly, on your mobile devices. But we can just talk about Google Assistant like it's this. I can click this button and tell Google what I want, and it'll find it. Let me make sure it knows that it's allowed to use my. Hey, Google, go find me a pizza joint close by.
Listings for go find me a pizza joint close by around Dallas.
All right. So there you go. Without any extra work, I just said, find me a pizza joint close by. And it pulls up all the places that serve pizza, including places that I've been recently, whether they serve pizza or not. All the information I need to know and the addresses and the map to go and find them. Very, very simple to use. Start navigation to
I can't find
Start navigation to Kennesaw State University.
Kennesaw. All right.
Well, she's a little fast sometimes. Start navigation to Kennesaw State University. I snuck it in that time.
Kennesaw State University. Let's go.
And she says, let's go. But I'm on a desktop computer, so she won't start the navigation for me there. I can click for the directions and pull up my directions. But you want to see something really cool? Right here. What does this say? Send directions to your phone. So I could just click that link and pick which phone I want, or I can copy the link and I could text that to an individual or a whole group of people. Or I could even put that link on a website where I want people to be able to find Kennesaw State University, and this would give them the directions. So it's unlimited the amount of information that you can use combining Google Assistant with Google Maps. And that's just phenomenal. So one last thing I want to show you about Google Maps before we go, because now we're talking about Google Maps. What's the Louvre, the Louvre, R-E. Is it the Louvre? Is that, I spelled it right? I did. I spelled it right. Okay, check this out. Any major landmark that you've ever seen or want to see, you can go to their webpage like this. You can click on the map and then click on Open in Maps, because it gives you a lot of other features when it's fully open in Maps. And if you look, I can go down here to the bottom right. There's a little man standing there, okay? If I grab him and hold him, you're going to see everywhere that lit up in blue, it's a kind of a teal on the screen. I can drop him anywhere, and look where I can drop him. Actually inside the Louvre. So what happens when I do that? I am in the courtyard of the Louvre. I can walk around, I can look around, I can see everything I want to see. It's obviously cold, everybody's bundled up. But then I can click around this map and I can move around the building. And some of them, you can even go inside the building. There's ones where you can actually do a tour in the building. And I don't think this is one of them. No, it just took me out the other side. But usually the photography is clear enough that it became summertime. You see that? They didn't have matching pictures. So this one is from, if you look at the bottom, you can see July of 2023. And when I was back over here, this one is from February of 2019. So you can see the difference in the photos based on what time of year they were taken. But we had like the Air and Space Museum. Let's see if that one, the Air and Space Museum. I think that one lets you go right actually inside the building itself. So we're going to go to the Air and Space Museum. We're going to zoom in a little bit. Let's see, the Air and Space Museum. Is this it, Marietta Air Museum? No, that's not it. That's not the one that I wanted. But if I was to take my little guy there and drop him, oh, now I'm just all over the world. Anyway, we got way far out of there. This is how you want to make it happen. This is the place to do it. Google Maps is where you can go to see just about anything you want to see. I think we looked at the Eiffel Tower. Eiffel, and that was spelled Eiffel Tower. Let's see, it figured it out for me. All right. You can go and stand right underneath the Eiffel Tower. It's pretty cool. We're going to open it in Maps, like I said. And then there it is right here. We'll zoom in a little further so we can see all the routes. I'll pick my little gold guy up over here. And I can drop him literally right underneath the Eiffel Tower. We're in the Eiffel Tower now. Look at that. How cool is that? We just jump in and it took us right into the Eiffel Tower. We can walk around. We can see. Look at that. You can see Paris from the Eiffel Tower. How cool is that, folks? So there you go. More free resources from Google than you knew you could even want. And now you can go tour all over Paris and see all sorts of things, including the graffiti that people scratched on the inside of the Eiffel Tower. But this looks like it is the observatory on top of the Eiffel Tower, where we can see everything for miles and miles around, up and down, wherever we want to be, anywhere in the world. Robin C. Stern, your Google Guru.